Key the music. 4th of July coming up.
All right. Yeah, they're useless.
Don't get no better than this. All right.
All right.
We can just listen to this song.
That's
So
what I'm talking about.
Monday night.
Or we could listen to one of the good songs that guy wrote. I'm just saying.
What do you do Monday night at 8 o'clock? You tune in to Detect
see it,
America with the three monkeys
see
who
it.
are running the show.
Fine.
Monkey number one,
Is it
my
on?
main man Frank Lopergola.
Check and
Monkey
see.
number two, well, I don't know if I'm pointing the right way or not, but there's Ronnie in the house.
He's that way.
All right, that way. There's Ronnie over. I don't know where I'm at. And the biggest monkey of all, guess who? The biggest gorilla of them all, right here. Welcome to Detect America. All I can say is, I had a great weekend. We're going to talk about it.
So you got to turn
Lost
something down.
Treasure
I can't
Weekend at
hardly hear you.
Blackthorn in Durham, New York, and I wanted to bring on like the mayor of the Blackthorn event, Mr. Woody McKay. Hello, Woody. How are you tonight, buddy?
Good evening. How's everybody doing? All right.
Good.
Good.
We're rocking, man. We're rocking. We're bringing in. We had such a great time. It was a great time had by all. We had a lot of pictures from at the event. Let me first explain what went on. The Blackthorn event has been, Woody, how long has that event been going on?
Well, I think this year was on our 11th year. I missed only the year that the COVID thing happened, but I've been there since the very beginning.
The family. The Blackthorn Resort is owned by a family whose father built the resort probably 40 years ago.
Yeah.
That's
Robert Sr. Yeah.
His son, what's his name?
Robert.
Yeah. Great guy. He's always there in attendance. It's so nice. His two sons, Roy and Dale, run and Dale's wife, Patty.
Yeah.
They run the resort, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Fantastic family.
Woody, just tilt your screen down just a little.
Down a little bit. All right.
Yeah. I'll tell you something. From the minute I got there, perfect.
Beautiful.
The minute I got there, they were like, hello, welcome. Tell us a little bit about those folks, because they are so down to earth and they're awesome. Yeah. Your son, what's his name? Robert. It's a little bit about.
I had to lower my volume.
Tell us a little bit about the owners and the resort.
Well, the family has been running this and other events, but the Treasure Weekend is not one of the biggest events they have, but it's probably the most loved by us detectorists, because you get to meet new people all the time up there. I've met lifelong friends, and the Handel family have just been the best hosts you could ever ask for. Matter of fact, they might be coming on the show to watch this tonight. I've invited Patty and Roy and Dale. So I don't know if they're members of Detect America, but hopefully they'll stop in.
You should have told them to come on the show. I could have kicked Steve off.
Yeah. Well, I invited them to come on.
Nice. He kicked me off. We can't forget, like, the icon when you walk in there, Molly, their dog.
Yeah.
Golden Retriever. Molly is like the most mellow dog, and she's just like roams around the compound. So for those who don't know, and we did talk about it, most people come Thursday. Okay, so
Yeah.
The event starts on Friday, and what they do is they took us out to a bunch of different permissions. Everybody loads up a bus, we follow in cars, and they take us out to natural areas to hunt. And I'm out in one area. We were out in one area, and of course, Woody, I got a large scent.
I'm not the only one that found a large scent, but
I know. But
I think the other ones were pretty toasty, but this one you could see the date on it. I was really impressed.
Right, because it was in your pocket so long, the date came out. So Woody had some good finds, and he's had some good finds in the past, and there have been some really good finds, and we'll talk about the ones this weekend. in the past from where they take you out to these spots. So you go to different spots. One guy, they took us to one spot. It was like off the road, right off the road, and it was where there was a flea market, and none of the vendors
Yeah.
were all gone for the day. And Rich found a bunch of coins, like foreign coins, like a Russian coin, a Vietnamese, like it must have been a coin dealer there that dropped this stuff. Well, one guy pulled in like it was the 23 gram, 14 karat gold bracelet.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
That was a great find,
That
wasn't
was
it?
definitely the find of the weekend.
Steve, Steve, what did you get?
I was digging like a man. Well, I didn't even dig it's hard for me to get in my groove, and I found a wheat penny.
Hey, I just want to let you guys know I brought a groupie with me. She follows me all around my show.
Your stalker is here. Hi, let's say hi to Lisa DeGhetto. Hi, Lisa. How are you? I'm so
good,
sorry.
everybody. How are you? I came down to watch a show, but kind of wanting to be behind the scenes. But
You
now
well, you
I'm
are
right
behind
here
the scenes.
in the scene.
And if anybody wanted to know, there's the brains behind the gold digger metal detector right there. That's really the boss, because I've heard Ronnie go, Lisa, can I buy, and she's like, has to say yes or no. And then when we go to events, she's the shuckster, man. She takes all the money and does all the sales.
All I know is we walked into the hotel up in Illinois, and Lisa's eyes went right to the slot machines, and she was
Oh
going.
God! Oh yeah.
Well,
Right
what
in
we're
line.
doing, we're
I
going to
know.
get back.
But I saw him, but I didn't play him for 2 days. I waited.
We're going to get back to Blackthorn, but we wanted to have Chuck Smalley on tonight to talk about the Illinois hunt. Maybe we can get into that in the end. You guys can tell what a great time we had. But first
Oh yeah,
off,
'cause I got a big thank you to give out.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
That's all I can say is you're welcome. So, okay, so Friday is all the natural hunts. Food is included, lodging is included with everything that's done there, and it's not expensive. But Friday night they have a nighttime silver hunt, which is fun, right, Woody?
Oh, it was great. I mean, sometimes I've gone there and it's been raining at night, but this year I had a little bit of problem with my light. You can't put it on real bright because the bugs go flying
The
right in your
bugs
eyes
are
and up your
bad.
nose. So I was shutting my light off until I got a target. When I knelt down to recover it, then I put my light on. It kept me from being tormented.
I think the weather really cooperated with us
Yeah,
because
it was
Friday was
nice.
nice. Saturday, was it Saturday? It was, yeah, Saturday. No, it was Friday. Saturday got
Well, it was
whatever.
breezy Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but it was
Yeah,
nice.
Friday,
It was comfortable.
Friday was the warmest, and Frank posted a video of me at the pool. Because that's really what it was. Frank, I went in, I jumped right in the pool, man. Me and Lil were swimming.
Oh, darn.
The best part was that was somebody sent me that video. That wasn't it was on my news feed. I didn't even go looking for that video.
That was secretly videotape of me jumping in the pool.
Hmm.
So Friday night the silver hunt went well. Saturday, you wake up, you have breakfast, then you have a hunt in the morning.
Yeah.
And basically what they do is they put quarters under the ground, and that's the tokens you're hunting for is all quarters. And they have numbers on them, so you cash in the tokens and you win your prizes. So Saturday was a hunt in the morning. They have a barbecue out in the pavilion.
Yeah. That's
And,
nice.
and everyone's just rubbing elbows. I mean, we see people, you see once a year there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we had about 9 new members this year for
Mhm.
Blackthorn that
Now,
have never been there before.
you have a club. Shit, I was going to look it up. I'm going to try this. Southeastern Pennsylvania
Historical
Historical
Recovery Group.
Recovery Group.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
Sempafora. Yeah, I know that.
See, the acronym.
SPHRG.
So, how many members did come with from your group came?
We had a total of about 20, I believe.
No, from your group, not just South Jersey. Your club.
Well, that's what I mean. Members from our club. Yeah, we had about 20.
From the SPHRGB?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we had, matter of fact, we went out to dinner for Thursday, at the Port of Call down there in Catskill. We had about 18 there.
You remember I was there.
Yeah, I know.
I was there.
You're the one that ate all the lobsters. Yeah.
Hell yeah! Me and my wife both got these big lobster boils, man. Oh, I got to tell you something. That wasn't a 1.25 pound lobster, man. This
That
thing
was a nice lobster.
Yeah, they were nice sized lobsters, man. They weren't playing games. Yeah, we all went out as a group for Thursday night dinner. It was awesome. We had a good time throwing lobster pieces around.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff. So, and then Saturday, like I said, you have a hunt in the morning, you have a barbecue, and then a hunt in the afternoon. And then Sunday morning, you wake up, you have breakfast, and you have another hunt. And that's the end of the event. But what really got me was our fellow members, Rich Faunce and James Lista, and an SPHRGG member, Jesse
Kaufman.
Yeah, Jesse Kaufman. He's just a new member of Detect America too.
First time up there. Yeah.
Yeah. So they all won gold.
Unbelievable.
And then, Frank, this is great. You love the video, and that video was what you saw.
I do. That was awesome.
So
you seen the gold dance video?
No, that's what's different. I videoed Mr. Kerry Walker and his 3 kids. Let me tell you something. Detect America member Kerry Walker is awesome. Him and his wife come and they bring their 3 kids, Miles, Simon, and Sam. And their kids are with them every minute of the hunt.
Yeah, they were participants, that's for sure.
Those kids were like awesome. So Sunday, there's 1 gold prize left, a big gold nugget. And Kerry comes up with his tokens, and I'm like, I'm taping this. So don't you know they're going through the tokens, and I'm going, yeah, gold, gold, gold. And I asked them who their favorite Detect America member was, person was. They said me by
And
choice.
of course, they said me.
Right to me. And he won the gold nugget, and we were screaming because you know what? He's like these 2 are great parents, man. You can just see nicest people in the world, greatest parents in the world. I asked if they would adopt me, and they said no.
You're right. They are great parents.
And they're smart too, right? No, but they're great. Now I'll show you. I'll tell you what. I did the best this year than ever. I wound up.
Talk. I have to go get a refill.
I wound up getting 10 tokens on Friday night. I only got 4 Saturday morning, but Saturday afternoon I got 4. Saturday afternoon I got 10, and Sunday I got 14. So I came home with a nice bag of silver, big bag, a silver bracelet and necklace my daughter's wearing. I got a $5 bill that's got some kind of insignia on it. I don't know. How'd you do on your hunts? What you come home with? A bag of silver?
Who, me?
Well, I wasn't there.
Well, Ronnie.
I'm asking Ronnie, what did you win over the week?
Ronnie.
I wasn't there.
I know. Yeah, what do you?
Yeah, you.
What did you win?
Who, me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Cindy, can you turn that TV down more?
This is.
My wife's got Young and the Restless going on over here. It's kind of disturbing my hearing. I actually did pretty good. I got 3 of those Mexican pesos.
Right. Yeah,
I got like 6 of the Mercury dimes. I got about 6 or 7 of the war nickels. And I'm trying to think of what else. And some of my natural finds, of course.
Hold on a second.
I found a New York Transit Authority token, which was kind of neat.
We've got our weekly call from Squeak coming through. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, we got Squeak on the phone. He hasn't called in a while.
Oh.
Frank said hello.
Hi,
Steve
Squeak.
said hello. He said hello.
Lisa says hello.
My wife says hello. And have you been out hunting at all, Squeak?
See what I mean? This is not a professional show, Woody. This is just
Well, get out there because the stuff is out there and you got to find it. So just make
So-
sure you get out as often as you
He
can.
finds more than Steve.
I gotta tell you something. Doing this show,
All right, sweet. Thanks for
Now-
calling. I got to get back to the show.
the day I gotta tell you, the
Bye-bye.
day the buses went out on Friday, I jumped in the car with Rich and Elaine, and it's like being in the 40s again. Elaine was literally singing "The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round," and then not only did Rich start with bottles of beer on the wall, with 999 bottles of beer on the wall.
Oh, boy.
I thought we escaped from the Shady Rest retirement home with those.
Ronnie did that up in Illinois, except he was drinking them as they went.
Yeah, well,
Drink, yeah, they were drinking. Yeah. So I'll tell you, Rich and Elaine, if you don't have a good time with them too, you've got real issues because they are the best. Okay, they are the best, and a lot of the members from the South Jersey Metal Detecting Club went. Mr. President himself, Mr. Rich Scarpinato, and his wife Andrea,
Rich.
who all we did was laugh all weekend.
Yeah, he
James,
found a kind of nice little bell. Did you see that bell, Steve?
yeah, he rang it in my ear for like 2 hours. Ding, ding, ding.
It still had the clapper, right?
It has a yeah. Oh yeah, it still has a yeah. So James Lista and his brother Chris, and I tell you what, honestly
James
Chris-
is on. He told me he found the silver ring.
Chris is a very interesting guy, man. I didn't know this, Frank, but
I talked to him.
he's a chemistry professor.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And he was trying to talk to me about chemistry, and my eyeballs are going in different like this. And I'm like, you gotta dummy it down for me. I mean, you really, really gotta dummy it down for me. And he's like, well, okay. So then on this side you got the little birdies, and on this side you got the little bees, and I'm like, still didn't work. Who else? Who else was there? Who am I forget? We met some very nice people. Maxie and her husband Bob, I think. They
Maxine,
joined
yeah.
Detect America.
Yeah, they were a nice
Yes.
couple.
I got to meet Jesse. Is it Kaufman? He's good. He's a great guy.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking about my shirt.
Jesse's a nice guy. Who else? I don't
Well,
want
the
to.
new guy, Rich, came up too, and also Steve.
He's a nice guy. He's a nice
And
guy.
Steve
yeah.
and his wife and his grandson. That was their first time as well.
Okay. And Kerry Walker again. We've seen him again.
Okay.
And I got to see Jerry Thompson. He's a dealer out of Connecticut or New York, I think. And I'm getting him on the show. I keep begging him to come on the show. I think he's going to make a great guest. And I liked having him. Bob Lavoie is another dealer from up there. Luckily, he came because he's not feeling too
Yeah,
good.
that was nice to see Bob.
It was, yeah. He's not feeling too good. And Bob Petrilli from the club came.
Yeah.
He's fun to talk to. You got to really, when you talk to him, you got to really crack into his shell because you got to break it out of him when you talk. But the food was good. Food was great.
Yeah, Jim's sister, Michelle,
But it's okay.
and
Yeah,
Chris, they really had a good time. They said
they
they're
did.
definitely coming back. They already made their reservations for next year.
And other member we have. No, John Brantley, you're not a nice guy. I just happened to see that. By far, are you a nice guy? And like I said, Kerry Walker goes. Who else did we see? We see just everybody.
Where is it?
If you weren't there, now.
Here,
All right, so real quick, Woody, give us a little background on you because we'll probably cut this a little short. So I want we're thinking about having Woody back on to talk about metal detecting the beaches in Delaware.
Yeah,
You do a lot of detecting on the
What
beach in
is the
Delaware.
Coin
the
Beach? Digger,
the
man?
shipwreck beaches.
You still hitting Coin Beach?
Yeah.
Good. Tell us about that. We got the time. Just tell us what you do. So
Well, I've been
Coin
going down to Queen Beach for quite a few years now.
Beach- and
In
that's
fact,
what
the first year I went, I found a coin, and some people told me that they've been going down there for years and never
Right,
seen
yeah.
a coin.
Oh, okay. On Coin Beach.
But I've got a total of 12 of them now. from
On
that
Queen.
shipwreck. We took Steve Booz down there from the New York club up there, Jersey,
Yeah, I remember him.
and he found a gold coin on the beach.
Perfect.
I
Talk
Now-
about
can
beginner's
remember,
luck.
I can remember years ago going down there and there were coins being pulled,
Yeah.
and then nothing. I stopped going because nothing, man. It just
Oh, yeah.
dried up.
Well, you gotta hit it right after the storm before the wind changes direction and redeposits the sand on there. But if you go to our website, sprgrg.com, our video guy, Tony, he has an excellent video he put on there about Coin Beach. And he was down there after that Hurricane Sandy,
Right.
and they found quite a few coins.
Folks, let me just interrupt real quick. Number one, please, Woody, when you're done, post your group on our page.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, it's only $5 to join Woody's group.
Well, that's
So-
the renewal. It's It's $8 to join if you're a senior citizen.
Oh, Jesus.
The renewal is only $5.
Frank, do you need to borrow $3 from me? But Woody's group, listen, there's a lot of local people here. And Woody, your group is located out of where?
Well,
Pennsylvania.
we originally were from Glen Mills,
How
but
about now?
the meeting place, we meet at the Sage Diner in Chichester, PA.
And so PA,
And
That's right over the.
if you're coming out of
Which
322 off of 95,
All right.
you come up to the intersection where the
Barry.
Walmart is, and that's Larkin Road. You make the left, and you get a Chichester Avenue. It's right there on the left. You can't
You're
miss
not, you're
it.
not far from the Commodore Barry Bridge.
right. Now, the one good thing about Woody's Club is post your page. A lot of their members go do little digs together and everything else. So it is
Yeah.
a nice group of guys. It really is a nice group of guys. And if
I
you're
still
thinking
got
of
that
joining,
beautiful stirrup I found from that dig that one time.
Woody will post that. Also, if you're interested in hunting Coin Beach, that is located in Delaware, right outside Lewis, right? Lewis, Delaware.
It's south of Dewey Beach, but it's just above the Indian River Inlet on Ocean One. But it's about from the inlet up to the lifeguard station is considered Coin Beach.
Right.
But
It's
sometimes
not-
they find coins below the inlet as well.
Right. It's not hidden. We're not hiding anything from you. If you have a lot of people say, "Hey, let's take a ride to this Coin Beach," which is well known. So, we're not hiding it from you. You want to know? You have any questions about it? You ever been there, Ron?
No, I haven't. No.
No. Okay.
Oh, Ryan's never been there. I didn't know that. Wow.
Ron,
And
you're
also the
busy.
Roosevelt
You're
Inlet at
busy.
Lewis. The beach there at Lewis, the Roosevelt Inlet beach, there was a shipwreck there from the 1700s. So we recovered a lot of stuff from that as well.
Okay, that's cool.
So if you're
Yeah.
into the shipwreck stuff, and sometimes people like to take a ride.
Yeah, it
You
was
know,
kind of. I was I telling you, Steve, about the survivor of that shipwreck ancestor contacted me?
No. Tell the story.
Yeah, I got an email from one of the descendants of one of the survivors of that shipwreck in 1785.
Did she want the coins
And
back?
The
they
daughter
were
said that her father or grandfather was like in his 90s, and he always wanted to go down to Queen Beach and see the beach where his ancestor actually washed ashore on a piece of lumber and lived to tell the tale. But she asked me if I was selling any of the coins. I had about 12 of them. So I said, yeah, sure, I'll sell you one. So I wrote up a nice little story and included it with it, telling all the details about the shipwreck there. And she said he really liked that.
That's
And
cool.
I also sent the link so he could see Tony's video about Coin Beach. And he was just thrilled to see that.
See, folks. So if you want to learn about Coin Beach, because I know a lot of people have heard about it, just go on Woody's page, contact him if you have any questions. Watch the video. It's it's
Yeah.
pretty simple. It's not it's not his gory hole where he's not going to tell anyone about it. Can you do me a favor? Can you bring Sandy on?
Sandy, can you
I
jump on
want
it
to say
for
hi
a
to
sec?
Sandy because she's awesome.
No, she'd rather not, Steve.
And
She'd
I just
rather
got
not.
shot down. I just got shot down like a fighter pilot over Pearl Harbor. Well, make sure
Yeah.
you tell her I said hi because she's awesome.
Yeah. She's relaxing after all that excitement this weekend.
and it was nice. I'm glad she came. I'm glad she got away. It's a good thing, and let's hope for better days.
Yeah, that was the best weekend we've had since we've been up there. It's been nice.
You know what? I got to tell you, for some reason, it was the best weekend I had up there too. And
Yeah.
I tried to get Frank there. I called him. I said, you
We
can't
would have
come-
loved to have Frank up
I
there.
just, I
Man,
just got back from a 2,000-mile drive from Illinois.
Oh, dude, I understand. Between you and Ronnie being out in Illinois, I wouldn't have been able to do it either. That's
I
Steve,
literally
you
got
for-
home and spent 24 hours in bed.
Steve,
And
you
I'll
forgot to mention the entertainment up there.
I was just about to. They do have a bar up there. They got a nice little. Man, you're in the mountains of the Catskills, and it's everything what you think about the mountains of the Catskills. But they had a band doing country rock, and
Oh, I thought you were talking about Elaine. You said entertainment.
you can only listen to so many renditions of Wheels on the Bus. But no, on Saturday night, there was two bands. There was a band out by the pool. There was a band inside
Yeah.
the bar, and
They
I
were
sat
good.
down. And yeah, well, I couldn't stay.
Yeah, that one out there by the Tiki Bar was actually pretty good. It was like a bluesy kind of music, and it was really good.
I liked the one in the bar, and my wife stayed and listened. And she comes back and goes, "Oh man, they played all the great Southern rock songs. You'd have really liked it." Thanks, thanks. But they had a good time, so it was a great time. My wife had a great time. My granddaughter had a great time.
Yeah.
Maybe next year I'll make it.
Yeah, we'll try. Yeah, you have to come up next year. You got to do it. It is fun, and you've never been there. And Ron, you got to come back next year. We got to make it.
Yeah, we really missed Ronnie because Ronnie always brings good stuff up there. I bought my sand scoop from him up
Wait a
there
minute.
years ago.
Wait a minute. Let's get something straight. Who brings it up? Because it's
Well,
usually
Ronnie
loaded in the
does.
back of my truck.
When you go to Blackthorn, you'll bring it up, but otherwise, I bring it up when I go up in the back of my truck.
Yeah, how do you like that? Yeah, because the only person there was Jerry Thompson, and he only did raffles. He really didn't really sell anything.
You're talking about Jerry Cooper?
No, Tom. Yeah, Cooper.
Jerry Cooper, yeah.
I hope he's not watching.
Yeah, he raffled off 2 of those Vanquish machines. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, he raffled off 2 Vanquish machines and some other good things, some gold coins and
Gold
that was
coins,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
He had a nice Civil War bullet display, too.
right. Yeah, I called him. Yeah, Jack Cooper. What the hell am I? I got dementia. I'm joining. I'm just in the ranks with the rest of the 3 demented
Here,
people on the
I got
team.
my Prevagen right here.
You ain't taking it. You gotta put it in your mouth on a daily basis.
Oh, I thought it was a suppository.
Oh, man.
Yeah, well, you do that for fun. Don't tell me you forgot where you put your ass, because if the Prevagen's going in there. All right, Woody, we're gonna get
You.
on with the show. We're gonna say goodnight to you, and thank you for the recap.
No problem.
I got to tell you, you're the greatest guy in the world, man, and I love hanging out with you.
Well, it's always a pleasure
Thanks,
detecting with
buddy.
you guys. And
You're the man. So make
Always
sure
a
you post.
pleasure, Woody. Always a pleasure.
Guys, if you're not friends with Woody McKay, he's going to be posted on the Detect America page. Make sure you friend him up and check out his page.
I want to get
yeah,
down
we
to
also have a
Puerto
group.
Rico.
We also have a group page on Facebook, SPHRG as well.
Right, you're
Post
gonna
the link to the
put a
page.
link to that. You're gonna put a link to that. Post it all on Detect America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put it on Detect America for you.
And when are you having a hunt? Hint.
We always have ours in October.
Why did I miss the last one? Well, Frank was supposed to go, but where the hell was I?
Yeah, you missed it last time.
October.
That was a nice
I
hunt.
know why I couldn't go. I was supposed to go right till the last minute, and I couldn't go. Is
And
that-
I was
is that
somewhere.
COVID?
Steve, October.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ronnie, were
were
you there
away?
last year, Ron?
yeah, October.
I was sick last year. I couldn't.
Yeah, it was
make
the year before you were there.
Yes, I was
Year
there.
before,
right.
I was there too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Ronnie,
Yeah, you guys
Ronnie,
bought some nice books and some hats and stuff. Yeah, it was nice.
Ronnie gives us our paid vacation that week, and he takes us to the Caribbean. We appreciate it. So if it's not the week he takes us to the Caribbean, all inclusive, paid everything on the Gold Digger credit card.
The gold card.
The gold card. So, all right, Woody. Listen, thanks again, buddy. You're the best.
Okay.
Have
Good
a
seeing
good
you,
night.
Woody.
Talk to you guys later.
Good night.
I didn't even look to see if Elaine's in the chat. But
Oh, she's in the chat. I just wrote her a little comment.
So
Try to
I
do
want
that.
I want to say a big thank you. I got presented with a special hat from Note to Macro. Oh, my hair. A special autographed hat from Note to Macro, by the
who autographed it?
way. Well, it's a legend hat. Who do you think autographed it? Me.
You're an idiot. You know what?
But,
You're
But
an
it's-
idiot. I fell for it.
but it's the thought that counts, right?
What an idiot. And you got coffee stains all over it already.
I just took it out of the bag.
Hey, all right. So
Not
listen,
coffee. That's my autograph.
tell me, I'll tell you what I saw from you guys in Illinois looked like that was fun.
It was a super event.
Really, really nice event.
And I
Right,
think
right up until that KG and Ringy got involved. Then it all went downhill.
Yeah, I got to admit though, Gary Penta,
Yeah.
just as crazy as they are.
I tell everybody, Gary sits there, nice and quiet and reserved. And the reality is, I think he's the ringleader. And Mark Hoover's not much better either.
no, he ain't no better. Don't let his good looks fool you, because he's not that,
Right, Ringy, KG's trying to steal my phone all night, and I'm good. I'm protecting it. I got my arm on it, the whole 9 yards. And then meek and mild and quiet Mark Hoover taps me on the shoulder, and we're talking. And I turn around, and KG's got my phone.
And needless to say, they take pictures you may not want to share with other people.
Yeah. My phone got a little up close and personal to parts of KG I really didn't need it to be.
I'm gonna just tell you one thing. I'm gonna put this out there in case they're watching. Wait, hold on. Wait.
I know Gary
Penta-
Pittis was on.
Gary Penta just put a post in there. He Frank and Ron, if you are owed an apology from me from dinner that Saturday night, I apologize. But in his defense, he had bad influences all around. Listen, Gary, you don't apologize for anything, because they deserve it. Those two in this page, let me tell you something. These two deserve what they get.
I want to thank again. Gary sent two of these home, and I guess I have to give one to Steve. But
Yeah, Steve would like to have one.
beautiful thing, love them.
And
I got a
tell
wall,
you,
but I got too many. I don't wear everything, so I got a wall. I'm gonna start hanging them on.
I got to do a shout out, because I know exactly what this gentleman went through in Illinois. Your roommate, Rich Kruckmeyer. Okay? I can only imagine. You know what I mean?
I can honestly say, by the time me and Rich would get to the room, pretty much the only thing we did was sleep.
That's what I heard. But from what I understand, you got a room with only one bed.
Listen, I don't
Is that
judge.
true?
Don't judge me.
So, all right, tell me everyone who was there. I'll let Ronnie, you tell us everyone who showed up there.
We had KG, we had Ringy, we have Jason, the quarter hoarder. It was good to see him. I know him from a while back, but he did a great show.
Jason?
Yeah, Jason.
Oh, that's
Jason, yeah, quarter hoarder. Gary Penta was there. Mark Hoover was there. Rich Kruckmeyer was there.
Josh Kimmel and
Josh
Cam.
Kimmel. Yeah, it just goes on. and
John
on.
White.
The Bortners
John
were
White
there.
was there.
A lot of Detective America members were
The
there.
Bortners were there.
Carlotta was there.
The Bortners-
Tim's wife.
Shannon gave me this.
Where did I see that? I saw that.
I posted on the page
posted.
earlier.
Is
Yeah.
that where I saw? Yeah.
Chuck.
She gave me cookies too, Steve. They might have been for you, but
I ate mine the first day. So
they were gone.
I
They're
didn't even
gone
know
now.
he
So
had any cookies.
Folks, remember, if you're going to give something to me, for me, don't give it to Frank. I never get it.
did you get the wine yet?
I don't drink wine.
oh, by the way,
that's right.
I was going to ask, is that your bottle of wine in my truck?
Yes.
But I gotta say one thing. I'm
It
pretty
went good
impressed.
with the cookies.
I am impressed. I am impressed. Frank gave me my tent back. He dropped it back off, which I
I
thought I'd
did.
never see that again. I haven't seen if it's really my tent that's in my garage, but supposedly he dropped it off.
Yes, it is. It's that green tent with the big tear in it.
You know, we had a little mishap at the Florida hunt, Florida 7, when we drove all the way down to Florida and we didn't have a cover for our tent. I didn't
No,
want to
you-
say anything.
You
but
had that mishap.
Well, yeah. Well, somebody drove all the way to Illinois and forgot to bring the banners for Detect America.
Yeah, Ronnie calls me before we go. And he goes,
Oh.
you have my banner." I said, "You know what?"
Oh.
I said there were banners rolled up at the end of FHAs. Let me go look. And sure enough, there was Ronnie's banner and one of our banners. So I took it out. I laid it on the deck because it had dirt smudges from the back of my truck, and I wiped it all down, rolled it all up, and then I get there. And Ronnie goes, "Got the banners?" Like, nope, they're on my deck still.
It's pretty funny how you failed to tell me that, didn't you there, Kevin?
might
I
have
would have
forgotten.
told you, Steve.
So what was our logo in our tent?
Detect America T-shirt that I was using as a seat cover.
We hung a T-shirt in the tent.
The T-shirt that was stretched out there. So, Ronnie, you stayed a couple extra days in Frank, and I guess you were hanging out. We wanted to have
a few extra, didn't
we
you?
wanted to have Chuck on the show, and that's a shame because he couldn't make it. But Ronnie seemed to have a little bit of a problem out there
Well,
with his airline.
Well, let's start with the 2 extra days.
Yeah,
Chuck was nice enough to take my wife, me, and his wife, and we went to a town up there called what was that? Janella. Well, anyway, but it had all shops and stuff.
It was like a mini. It was
yeah.
like a New Hope. Bars, restaurants,
Yeah.
shops.
So I went into the Grant Museum because General Grant or President Grant actually lived in that area at one time. So, you know, we went through the museum. The museum was great. It actually had one of his cigars still there.
No,
You
okay.
know, he had one of his boots. You know, it had the. It was just.
right.
It was a great tour, and we ate at a really great Italian restaurant. And my wife says to him, for some reason we're talking about how close we are to other states, and my wife says, "I've never been to Wisconsin." He goes, "Well, that's only 30 miles down the road."
Did you
So
go to
we-
Wisconsin?
We
Yeah.
drove up to Wisconsin and we bought some cheese, some Wisconsin cheddar. So, you know,
I would like to have tried that.
I have it
You
here.
know, the
Uh,
cheddar
maybe.
cheese this side of the line was probably pretty much the same.
Very possibly, but you know, actually, I watched them milk the cow that they made the cheese.
No,
Hey, Steve, didn't we get sent Wisconsin cheese one time for Christmas?
No, you got sent. I got none. You get it sent. I get it none.
It was
So
during
anyway.
COVID. I couldn't come visit you.
The next day, Chuck took me out to a field to detect. And I got to say, I love Chuck, but he almost killed me that day. I mean, he says, wear long pants. All right, so I wear long pants. So we get out there, and it's like 100 degrees and 90% humidity. And I'm dying out there. You know, I'm on my hands and knees crawling. Chuck, let's get back to the car. I can't go no more. He goes, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. So, you know, he
will he
tortured
be
me.
this kind to you now? Because you're set up to go to Alaska. When, at the end of this month?
July, I believe it's the 29th.
All right, so the end of July. You're set to go to Alaska with him in July. Do you think he's going to be this kind to you out there?
I don't know. He's the one with the gun. I'm not bringing my gun up there, so I need his protection.
I honestly, I can't wait for you to go because I just wish you will video a lot, and I know you're not going to have Wi-Fi to connect, but I want you to check in with me while you're there, man. I want to hear some good stories.
Just give KG your phone. He'll fix the Wi-Fi for you.
Yeah, there you go. We got a crew going up there too.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we got John White, we got Chuck Smalley, Gary Penta, Mark Hoover, Tim, and King George. The list goes on and on and on and on. We got
Ringy with his camera just in case there's some beautiful birds.
stuff like that. So But there's a real big crew. We got the place holds 20 people. We got 20. We got the whole place booked for our
Yeah,
our little,
I know.
So it should be really interesting. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Finding a lot of gold.
Let's hope.
And you're able to fly. You're able to fly now, so you're good to go. Doctors.
Yes, I'm all cleared to fly. My only problem now is I just keep hearing horror stories about the airlines right now. Flights being canceled.
Oh, it was all over the news when the days that you were hung up with the cancellations. It was all over the news. Hundreds and hundreds of flights.
Oh, and tonight they were saying they don't have enough pilots.
Yeah.
Like me and Frank can't just hop on a plane and fly one for him. Ronnie,
There you
we
go.
will-
They did a Holiday Inn Express once. I could fly a plane.
here's what it's going to be. Here's what it's going to be. Welcome to American Airlines, folks. I'm your pilot, Steve, and your co-pilot, Frank, will be flying tonight. What would you do if you heard that on the plane, Ron?
Jump off the plane. Well, like, I would feel safe because those things go on autopilot anyway. I don't even think those guys drive those. They just
I
gotta
would
have a
feel safe
navigator.
because with Steve in the nose, it ain't getting off the ground.
Yeah, we're still on the runway, folks. We're going to give it another try.
we're adding a couple of engines.
Yeah, we got to put on more engines. Yeah, I hope that doesn't become a problem. I mean,
Yeah, I think it's. I mean,
Here-
I sure hope it.
Here's
ain't.
the other thing. And this is in all seriousness, Ron. You have been sick, and you are getting better. I understand that, but I watched you walk from the tent to the men's room and back, and you were out of breath. But I
Yeah,
understand
unfortunately,
there's no flat land in Alaska.
I know. Oh, I'm just.
You need a little beach
That,
time.
I'm just hoping that the lung situation gets better because, as you know, I got blood clots in my lungs from that shot that I took. So hopefully that'll get better. You know, we just
bring
just
oxygen. Oxygen.
I just think have Lisa take you out for a jog every morning.
So you're flying out of where? When you're flying out of Philly?
Yeah, we're flying out of Philly.
right.
And we fly into Chicago. I get on the next flight from Chicago to
Moline?
no, we're going
Oh.
over to Alaska. So
Oh.
with Chuck Smalley, we're all going to get on the same flight and go over to Nome.
Oh, that's cool. So you only got one layover in Chicago.
One layover in Chicago, and then when we get
Okay.
into Alaska, we're going to have to take a hopper to Nome.
Yeah, but that's not going to get shut down. You won't get that shut down. And
That's
if
Alaska
you make
Airlines.
it to Chicago, if you make it to
Alaska
Chicago, you should be fine. I hope you're fine. And I mean, I don't know if you want. What time are you leaving?
I got to check. It's early. It's probably about 6 something. I got to check.
Oh yeah,
Right.
forget that. I was going to tell you if you wanted to put your car here, you could come here and I'll take you to the airport if you want. No,
Well,
seriously.
I'll check the time.
If you need to, if you want to park your car at my house, you can come here. I'll take you to the airport from here.
Not,
and you
not
can
that not that anything bad ever happens to Mercedes parked in Philly. I'm just saying.
No, it's park them in my house.
No, I'm saying instead of parking it in Philly where nothing bad ever happens. to
Oh yeah,
nice
no.
cars.
So, and then what else was I going to say? Oh, I'll be covering your business while you're away, right?
Yeah, sure.
At a 90% discount because I just give shit away.
Yeah, I know.
So I'll be giving away the business while Ronnie's away.
Uh-oh. The boss is
She's
watching.
not going, is she?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
I hear you're being called away for work, Lisa.
Yeah, I guess we're not giving away the business that week.
Yep, nope.
But no, I can't wait to see. I just can't wait for you to go. I know I missed the bus on this one, and I kicked myself in the ass that maybe I should have went.
Here's the thing: as much as I would love to see Alaska, I don't think I missed the bus at all. I really.
Well, but then when they said the magic words like mosquitoes as big as sparrows, I don't do bugs too well.
Muskox, they eat you.
I'm not afraid of muskox. Ain't nobody eating me, dude.
When
I'll
you
feed them
find-
KG.
Gold nuggets that big, you can live with the mosquitoes.
I don't know.
Tell them how you kicked yourself in the butt for not going last year.
Yeah, last year I didn't go, and one guy pulled.
He
a
was scheduled to go.
Right,
7.2 ounce nugget.
Right.
So,
I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know. I'll tell you what. If anyone cancels, I might be up to purchasing their trip.
that's
And
good to
if
know because
anybody else cancels, send them to Steve because I'm not going to Alaska.
What's that, Ron?
I said, well, that's good to know. Who knows? I may not make it if I can't breathe. So
Well, I want to go because you're going. I don't want to go.
okay.
I don't want to go without you. If
Oh,
you had, well, if you if you were not able to fly, I would have purchased it
I know.
from you so you didn't lose money.
I want a pet muskox to bring home.
I'm going to bring you one back. Why don't you drive up there, Frank? Why don't you drive up there?
Hey,
You'd
Not
have,
out
to
of the
leave,
realm.
you'd have to leave tomorrow.
You-
to get
there's
there.
a-
Tomorrow, you should have left last
hey,
week.
hey, hey.
Nope, there's a
South
There's only 2
Jersey
days
to
into Alaska.
Illinois, one day. Illinois to South Jersey, one day.
Yeah, under
there's
the
only
speed
2
limit.
ways into
That's
Alaska.
the
Either
reason.
you get born there or you fly in.
That's
There's
the
no
reason.
road into Alaska.
You don't know the way Frank drives. He can make it across the ocean.
I got a Ford, baby. I'll make it.
I could see Frank going across the Bering Sea at like 40 miles an hour.
Frank, did you tell him about the time zone difference you forgot about?
Yeah, I know. When I'm watching my GPS and it says you're arriving in 3 minutes, and I get 12 o'clock. I'm there, and I'm looking around and like there's a prairie. And then I'm looking at my clock going, I wonder if there's a time change. I'm looking,
There's a
another
prairie.
hour.
What do you know about prairies?
Hey,
It's good. This I'm
I'm an honorary Illinoisan.
No, Illinois.
Illinois.
and then summer.
What do you? If you're from Iowa, you are an Ionian. That's
Yeah, I mean, I know that's what they say, but I don't think they're right.
There you go. Folks. A little trivia to bring home with you from Detect America. And don't think you don't learn it. You don't learn anything at Detect America because there's a tidbit that's going to win you Jeopardy.
there
And if you
go.
drive to Illinois with me, you're lost.
Another one. How far is the widest space between Iowa and Illinois on the Mississippi River? So, what's the width of Mississippi, the Mississippi River?
1 mile.
The widest part of
At
the
the widest point of the Mississippi River, and this is one I learned from Chuck.
5
and this
miles.
also was on Jeopardy.
5
This
miles.
is your mistake by listening to Chuck.
5.2 miles.
Yeah, I remember Chuck saying that. It's 5 miles at its widest point. Yeah.
And I'll tell you, he took us over to see the lock system, and it's just amazing.
And I listen to whatever Chuck tells me. Whatever Chuck tells me, I listen to.
Well, he's not a BSer like us guys. He tells the truth.
Well, what are you saying about us?
I don't know.
Oh, come on. I'm not the biggest BSer in the, well, all right, maybe I am. I don't think I've said anything serious in the 8 years we've been doing this damn show.
But there's a lot of interesting facts between Iowa and Illinois, and it's a definitely different type of lifestyle. It's a little more slow paced than what we're used to over here, and it's actually very, very relaxing.
Listen, the sights on the way up. I mean, some of the famous stuff that I saw.
What, your speedometer?
Now I saw the only thing, that last stretch of road is like 350 miles, and the only thing that got me excited was I saw the Blue Buffalo dog food factory, and that's
Hey, Ron,
thing with a freaking sign on it.
you know what Frank sees when he drives? Frank drives along, right? And he thinks he's seeing snow-covered mountains, but there is white knuckles on the top of it. From holding it so tight. Look at those snow-covered mountains. He's holding on tight. Oh, you should see him when he goes over a bridge, dude. He's bad.
I have a fear of bridges.
You little slight one.
I've been doing better at it though.
You're awfully quiet when we drive.
Yeah, so when I'm by myself, I have to talk myself through the bridge.
Oh my God.
I know a
Although
guy.
I went over the bridges on the way to Illinois. I didn't have any problem. I think I've gotten over my fear for the most part. Except there's still one or two I don't like.
I am surprised that you got there without me. Of course, you forgot to eat. That's why you need me to remind you when to eat.
Yeah, it was weird. I was starting to like I'm squinting, and then I realized my hands were shaking. It's like, oh, I haven't eaten in like 24 hours.
Oh wait, Steve's not here to remind me to eat.
Well, you don't have to remind me to eat because we eat. That's the main thing we do on the way down.
And the way back.
And
All
the way
right, I'm gonna start putting in some names. If you didn't like, you got stuff to give away, right?
All right, yeah, I can find some.
Who's got all the coins?
I
Frank
do, but
does.
it's not here.
Oh,
I got a cool autographed legend hat.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, you already got all greased up in here.
Hey, it's mine.
Would you totally crack
So I'm taking the names off. I'm actually kind enough to
Evan.
log into YouTube and get names. So if you're on YouTube, your name's going to be included.
Don't do that.
I'm thinking JBP is Janine. So I'm working on the names. Yeah, make sure you like the Facebook page because I'm gonna copy all those names down. My wife's name better not be on that page because I ain't putting her in. She ain't winning nothing.
And I got to give a kudos to Chuck Smalley because the day after we left, they had a fire at the nuclear plant, which is
Oh,
only
really?
like 2 miles from his house. And he had to go there and put it out. A transformer blew up and caught on fire.
Just
Lucky-
him. He was the only one there that had to put it out.
Well, he was the one leading everybody to put the fire out. So it was like he said it was about $15 million worth of damage.
Wow.
Kudos
I
to
just-
Chuck.
Go ahead.
Kudos for Chuck for doing a great job
the man.
saving
Oh yeah,
Illinois.
yeah. Everybody loves the firemen. They hate friggin' cops, but they love them firemen. Yeah.
So I just want to say those of you who are waiting on prizes for the past few weeks,
Good luck.
I promise I'm going to get to them all. It's been a very hectic couple of weeks, but I only have about 67 ugly boxes to build, so I'm going to get right to those prizes. I promise.
Listen, quit crying, okay? Just quit your crying.
Listen, dude, I haven't had electric in my shop for a freaking week until yesterday.
Pay the bill.
Yeah, pay the bill. I'm eating the groundhog that ate through the damn wire.
Pay the damn bill.
I'm gonna eat that sucker. It's gonna be lunch.
Oh, Debbie Pacifico firemen are hot. I don't know there, Stevie boy.
Go find one. Here, let me go get I'll be right back. I got to get the door for her.
Scott McCloy wants to know if it was Galena, Illinois, you were in.
Yes, it was Galena. Absolutely. Beautiful little town.
Yeah.
Beautiful little town.
All right, so we got 2 trifectas and a walker.
Okay. 2 sets of trifectas.
2 trifectas and a walker. And again, once again, let me thank Debbie Smikowski for my lovely water bottle she gave me.
Could give that away, you know.
I went there specifically to guilt her into giving me one because I wanted this water bottle. I like the water bottle.
Scott, I didn't know you were from Galena, so how would I call you? I'm just
You
saying.
just well, in Illinois, you just yell out the window.
Yeah.
Let's
Wait,
go!
wait. Well, why wasn't Scott McClory there?
He had something else that weekend he was going to, another event, I think.
Bullshit.
I'm telling you. Scott's got like a line of events, a whole list of events he's going to this year.
Yeah, you think KG and Ringy are clowns. Oh, wait. I forgot. Mr. McClory is very professional when he's on other shows.
Kathy Blau wants to know what number she is on the wheel.
Hey, I'll tell you, she's right there after the cows.
Kathy, you would have died on the way. I was driving by cow farms and they were all yelling, Kathy. They were all,
So,
Kathy likes cows the way I like bridges, by the way, in case you were wondering.
oh, see, now there's Scott McCory breaking my stones on our chapel. He's on the other page. He's very professional.
Yes, I'm going down to the
And I gotta tell you, Frank, that cooling towel that Josh Kimmel gave me, dude, yo. That
I
rock.
mean, I've got one he gave me a long time. I've never used them. It's still in the package.
I know. We'll take it out of the damn package because you know what?
Works,
That
huh?
thing, I loved it. I loved it.
That's cool.
Yeah. And at night when my wife was talking, I took it and I stuffed it in her mouth and it kept her quiet.
And cool.
And cool. I mean, it's so all right. We're gonna give away a trifecta. The usual Detect America rules apply. You have 1 minute to respond.
And folks, when you PM me for your prize, please make note of what you won, because I have a whole pile here that I have to ship out, and I have to go through everybody's PM to find out who won why.
Dude, you win the award for crying so
Listen,
much. Wah,
listen.
wah, wah.
I brought
Wah,
the partners their Aquatex that they won at Christmas at the Illinois hunt.
Hey, we got Jason Basuffi on
Hey,
the
Jason.
All right, Mike Boyle. Not like Mike Boyles will respond real quick because he probably had to go. So, Mike Boyles, you got 1 minute to answer up. And that means you won something finally. It's been a while since Michael J. Boyles has won.
Frank, did you do that coin that Jason?
I did not do that coin because I told Doug when he was here I had to build an ugly box because I shipped all my ugly boxes away, and I had no power in my shop until yesterday. So I built one, so I might start it tonight, and then probably during the day tomorrow I'll run it. But I haven't had an ugly box in a week.
Yeah, can you guys remember we're doing a show here and that might take a little precedent over your conversation?
This is networking, baby.
All right, so Mike Boyles did answer up.
There you go. And they should get that coin before Christmas.
You guys have
Now I'm gonna do what I can do. I gotta do it slow because I don't know, what kind of condition it's in, how it's going to take to the whole process. So I'll know tomorrow if it's going good. I'll finish it out over the next 2 days. If not, I'll get it back to Doug.
All right, let's give some prizes away.
I was gonna say, does anybody have any questions about what they ordered from Ron, or I don't get. Does
If you
anyone
want to
have
go into
a?
the whole ugly box talk,
Wait.
I'm open to it. I
Does
mean,
anybody have an electrolysis question for Frank?
We'll be here all night.
Don't you dare!
just saying.
All right, next trifecta.
Wait, should I talk about getting kicked off a Facebook page today?
Don't do that.
We'll save that for next week.
Yeah.
Kicked off a Facebook page.
The next trifecta goes to, well, you know what? Not Matt Kwiatkowski, Joni Kwiatkowski. So, Matt, if you answer up, Joni's going to get a trifecta. Because we love Joni. So, Matt Kwiatkowski, you got 1 minute to answer up, and he's probably watching. I called him yesterday just to chew the fat, we'll say. And
I told him that instead of buying a new exhaust set for his truck, he should just buy a Ford.
all right, so Matt Kwiatkowski's in the chat there. He wins. I mean, and send that to Joni, Frank.
Okay. My buddy Matt jumped on that Facebook page that kicked me off today and
No, did he?
had my back, baby.
Oh, he's the first one, dude. I don't doubt that one bit.
Had my back.
I don't doubt that one bit. He's an awesome dude.
I mean,
I call him and
I
we
answered a
laugh and
question.
joke.
I answered a question on the page about getting rid of the chatter on the CTX on the beach. That's what I did. That's all I
Just
did.
let him listen to the chatter, will you? Uh-oh. There it is. Wayne Wilson wins the Walker.
Wayne got you spun for the Walker already?
Yeah, that's a Walker. Yeah, I just spun for the Walker, and it was Wayne Wilson.
Wayne, no.
So Wayne's got 1 minute to answer up. If you can gold plate that for Wayne, Frank.
Sure.
Oh my
Herbert
God.
Lee wants Brian, Ronnie.
That was so
Yeah,
bad of me to say.
I
That
just
was
like it.
that was bad of me to say, Wayne. Sorry, but Wayne, you got 1 minute. Wayne never turns my show? There he is.
Listen, I would love to try. Ronnie, as soon as Ronnie sends me some gold coins, I'll try and plate this for him.
Now, Wayne, do you
Right.
want that? Gold? I think Wayne wants.
I only need about a 1 ounce nugget from Alaska. That's all I
No.
need.
Wayne needs that gold plated in lieu of other things he should be keeping.
What are you talking
So that's it, man. 9 o'clock. What do you got, Ron? What else you
You
got?
give away 2 of these?
They gave away 2 trifectas, one to Mike Boyles, one to
Oh, Mike
Tony
Boyles. He
Falco.
did answer up. Okay.
and Wayne Wilson gets the Walker.
People don't get their stuff.
Andy, Ron, do you have any Andy Savage Knox 800 books? You should.
I have Knox 800 books. Yeah, I have some. Yes.
Yeah. So whoever just asked that question, they can.
New product.
New?
This is for the Garrett AT series.
Oh, no kidding.
The Garrett what?
This we call it a support. It's going to be for the Garrett AT series. We're going to make them again in fluorescent colors so that you can actually see where the center of your coil is if you're hunting in either murky water.
Will the Aquatex plug into that? Oh no, we can't do that yet.
Now the AT series is the Pro,
AT Max, AT Pro, AT Gold.
Okay.
AT
So-
Apex? Oh no, that's Ace. Yeah, right.
It's the Ace Apex. That might have a different coil design, but we'll see how this one works, and then we'll go from there.
I'm hoping. Listen, I gotta tell you something. Some people have been. I showed some people the Aquatex in New York. I showed some at the club. I'm hoping these Aquatex are starting to sell too, because Frank's got a lot of time on his hands and he could be building.
And very soon, beginning of July, we'll have the first prototype of the Deus 2 connector. So we'll be able to build.
That's right. And Aquatex New. Now, see, I think that's big news. And I think when we do get them, we got to roll them out because
and we are. I am talking with the guys. Notka is not against us. They're not working against us. It's a logistic thing. We're trying to get that worked out.
Yes.
And for the
I'll tell you what, man. You knock out Notka and the Deus 2. I think you're gonna, especially the Deus 2. It's a new machine out there, and there's no other waterproof headphones for it.
And we're also working on the Garrett AT series plug.
Right, and we're working on the Garrett. We getting any closer to that or no?
Yeah, we're down to the point now. We're hashing out a few things on the design because everything has to be, we're dealing.
So someone from Garrett got back to you?
No. We actually we took the company that makes the connectors for MindLab. It's called Colin, and we send our design. We changed the design totally. It's nothing like it'll do what the Garrett plug does.
The pin formation is the same, but it's going to be a different design.
Exactly, but it's going to be an overmolded plug. It's not going to be like the Garrett one where you unscrew the back. It's going to be done the proper way.
You might as well just talk Japanese to me, man.
It's going to look different, but do the same job.
There you go, and better.
Better.
Yes.
Okay, if you say so. I'm just good with that,
We're trying our best, but doing business overseas is very difficult now.
And these damn groundhogs.
You got the groundhogs, that they're killing everything. So
just get your ass in there and solder. That's all I can say.
Dude, I went out there. I took one day after Illinois because my knees were so shot I couldn't move. I went out there Tuesday morning. I flipped on the air conditioner, and while I was in the house, I could smell something burning. And it blew out everything. It blew out my box, the electrical box, and my electrician, who owes me for finding lines and stuff for him.
Right.
And there it goes. He goes, "Oh, they haven't made those breakers since like 1950."
Have you ever heard so many stories from anybody?
But he replaced the box and nothing worked. And then he goes, "Oh, I'm getting 50 amps on the common line." He goes, "That's not good." So it chewed through the wire, and we are back and running. My little fingers were twisting wires right down to the bone today.
Just another
Frank-
BS story.
Frank always has a good story to tell.
Yeah. He's working his fingers to the bone.
I live in the sticks. Okay, I have groundhogs that come up to my house because I'm feeding the cats. They want to come up. They sit there with the cats like they're a cat and they eat cat.
Well,
All right, here, wait, real quick story. I got to tell the story because everybody's making fun of me for.
hold on. You mentioned cat. Is this going to be?
No,
No.
different story. So
Okay.
just to let you know the kind of area I live in. So, my son was still living at home. We were in here one night and watching TV or whatever, and we heard boom in the basement. Something fell in the basement.
You told us this.
So I went down, and the little basement window had opened up, and I figured it wasn't latched real well, and I latched it. And so go to bed. I'm talking 3-4 days go by. My son needs some clothes for school, so he opens up his closet, get clothes out, and he comes up. He says, "Dad," he goes, "I think there's an animal in my closet." I'm like, "You're nuts." No, I think there's an animal in my closet. So I go in with the flashlight. I don't see anything. And he had one of those suit bags that had fallen down and was on the floor of the closet. And as I look in, I see a furry tail. And it was a groundhog about this big, little tiny
gosh.
thing. Must have fallen through, pushed and fell through the basement window, came all the way up the steps into his room. And this was the beginning of the winter. So he was like starting to hibernate in my son's closet.
And
So
the
is-
dog never.
You know,
Is that the-
no, this was before the dogs.
Is that
No.
the groundhog that ate your wire?
It would be fitting if it was, but I don't think so. So I picked he was like asleep. I picked him up and he never moved. And then finally I put him down and he went trotting on his merry little way. But yeah, there was a groundhog living in my son's closet. And the chickens were pissed because they had to move. But that's
Well, I got to say, Frank, you do live out there because on your street there's no cars, but then when you get on the main road to get back to real life, you can drive 10 miles and not see another car.
so this morning I took pictures recently. There's a chicken that runs around my yard. We don't know where it came from. We have no idea where the chicken came from. So
Steve.
I
The other side of the road, probably.
I'm usually waking up about 6:30. This morning at 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, there's a rooster waking me up.
Oh boy!
Somewhere outside, the chicken brought a freaking friend, and it was crowing at 6:30 this morning in my backyard, and woke me up.
They both came from the other side of the road.
People are like, why do you want to move to Florida? Why do I want to move to? I got groundhogs living in my closet.
They don't have gators or snakes down there. That's okay.
Listen, if a gator can make its way in and curl up in my closet, God bless them, I'll move. But
Hey, well, I'm looking to end this show.
okay.
We're just getting warmed up.
I got more
Okay.
animal stories if you want.
Let
I
it
tell you
roll.
about the cat surgery, Steve.
Let it roll. That's all I can say. Let it go, because
Well, I unfortunately I probably have another hour and a half, 2 hours worth of work, so I'll be working till midnight. So doesn't
yeah. What
matter.
were you saying? Somebody wants you to fulfill an order, and you're like,
Yeah, we got a big order in for the Steve's detector rods, and I'm getting it all together to get it over to Steve so he can start the job tomorrow.
Just tell Steve there's a custom ugly box in the form. He comes up with the red, white, and blue shaft for my Equinox.
I've never seen three colors. I've seen black and red or blue and green, but never, more than two colors.
all right, we done?
I think we're pretty much done
Yeah,
for
we
tonight.
can end.
Anybody else want to hear any kind of BS before we leave?
I got cat surgery stories, man.
No, we'll pass on that tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe next week.
All right, Ronnie.
What is
Let's
that?
say good night.
Maybe next week, if we're lucky, we can get Chuck Smalley on the show.
We
Talk
can get
about.
Chuckster on.
We already talked about the hunt. We're
we
talking
did.
about Alaska.
We didn't get Chuck's input on the event because Chuck
That's
sees things.
perfect. You're right.
Chuck sees things a little differently than we do.
I want to know the success of the hunt. So yeah, I want Chuck on.
Yep.
So all right, Ronnie, have a good night, buddy.
All right, everybody, have a great night. Enjoyed
All
the
right, we'll
show.
see you.
Who's
Bye.
that?
Good night, Lisa.
My-
Bye,
my-
Lisa.
Good night.
That's your wife, right? Not your girlfriend. Oh. And I'm going to, when we get off the,
What is that noise?
here we go. Hold on. What the hell? This is for Elaine. This is what I had to listen to. And Rich was,
Hey, tomorrow, first day of summer.
it is?
Yeah, 21st.
It already feels like summer. Does everybody want to sing together? Elaine's probably rocking right now.
All right, I got to pee.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's go swish, 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 swish. The wipe. I got dementia, dude. There's something wrong with me.
All right. I'm going to sign off because I really have to go take a meeting.
I'm going to bed.
All
Tired.
right, guys. We'll see you next time.
If my wife's watching, get your ass down here. I'm going to bed.
All right. Goodbye.
The only way we communicate. See ya. Good night.